and then wiggle, wiggle, however you want it. And I'm going, make sure it's tiny, and then you go up the shrub line, up and down, up and down. Here's something that I saw some of you were doing shrub line across. No, you need to go follow it's like a dragon, see? Up and down, and then into the bottom, small again, and getting bigger again, and bigger, up and down into this. And then here's your tree line, up and down, and then into the valley, see? And then go up again.
That's where I had trouble. I was doing that. Whoa, whoa, you know, and then I was.
See, that's all, right?
I was doing like a
Did you do that?
Hot monitor.
Yes, I did. I'm sure I did.
It's okay, I'll forgive you. Just don't do it again. So how you feeling better today? Last week you were
Yeah.
having teeth thing, but whatever.
Yeah, 3 hours of teeth.
Okay, I don't have salt, but it's okay. Wet?
Oh, I have salt.
So where's your bottom shrub line?
So you're not
That's
really
the
wetting
bottom.
the peaks.
You're not going
That's
into
the top.
the,
Yeah.
you're not going into the actual,
The
you're
li-
just wetting
Oh.
the area in general.
That's right, just kind of, just give you the little bit of water to work with, that's it. Okay, because if you go too far into the shrub line, then mean that you won't have a chance to cut.
It's gonna bleed in, yeah.
Yeah, so if you put it in, then at least when it's dry, so when it's dry, then you can play with it and see however you want, you can,
I see,
yeah? And then it melts into the water,
okay.
see, up and down, then you can try different color. You've already seen this last week, so I don't know,
We remember it. We're seniors.
yeah?
That's right. That was last week.
Okay? See? So you just keep going like this, and then some cut it down, so that some of you are doing two straight line across. So you go like this and say, okay, here's where I end. Then you're gonna go and try on the top now, see? And then basically just to hit, make it as small as you can so that we know where the tree line is gonna sit, like this. So you see, whole thing here is moist, right? Then you can go and have this fun and say, okay, I want maybe this one, I want a little orangey color, or you want a purpley color. See how much water that is, and not too dark. Okay, see? Then you just try adding more color. If you're still not happy, you know, you can always make it your choice, the color of your choice.
And you want to leave those white spots too,
Here
right?
and there, just kind of make it look like smoky. You know, there's some naked cowboy there warming up, cooking something there. Yeah.
It's the morning.
Yes, there you go. See? So if you're happy with the color, then you're done. Then next color is your black. Maybe add a little bit of green to it. Always use your black with a little bit of some other color. Just make it interesting. Then you can say, okay, this one is really sticking up too much. So that's when you go in on dry, right? See? Just put here and there. And you don't have to go all the way to just parts of it.
See, now it makes sense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Parts of it. Then occasionally you might say, oh, you know what, I want one here. So you do the negative as well. Just keep it as closest to the bottom. Sometimes they do have them growing, coming out from the bottom. And that one look a little obscene. Let's change that. See? There you go. Huh? And then this is the time when you go, okay, then a few grain, not a whole jar, all right?
Oh, right.
Just a few little, make sure you squeeze your finger together and go rub, 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 and then voila.
How do you paint when your blood sugar is low or high? Do you notice the difference?
No,
You don't notice the difference?
no.
If you're kind of faint?
Then you go home.
Go home and have something to eat.
No, I usually
Yeah,
don't.
you're
I
young,
usually
that's
don't.
why.
So
We
how
didn't
moist
get
is that?
75.
Hmm?
then you'll
How
notice.
moist is that?
It's very moist. See, look at it, it's still wet.
Okay, so.
Okay, so I'll
quite
do it
wet
again
when
and
you
then
do
you will
the salt.
see.
Okay.
So the water really in the middle here is just so that it should buy you time, see? Right? So I put a little bit of water. It doesn't mean that this is the end. of adding moisture to it, because when you're taking your paint out, put your paint on, you still have moisture there, see?
But there's a special time when the salt will work the best.
Yes, when it's living like a shine, right? Yeah, so you see? So, cut, cut, cut. I mean, if you want to make it interesting, cut small. It doesn't really matter, see? You just keep adding. This is just so that we can establish our shrub line, so that we can see, go fast, and then you can do the detail later. And then you go to the top part, right?
Makes it look so easy.
Yeah, it's easy. Look,
Number 8 brush?
yeah, number 8.
Okay, number 8.
Look at that. And then occasionally in the light middle, different color. Up, down, and voila. This is not permanent. That's why we just kind of drop it on there, you know. Because there's purple there, maybe we should throw a little purple there. Yeah. See? That's it, right? Then you go into the dark. And that's when you give this tree a little detail here. Right? What you want is not to paint that it sits on nothing. It's supposed to melt into it. That's why we need to do it quick when this is still moist.
But they're on mostly dry paper there when you're doing
Oh yeah,
that,
these are
right?
dry, completely dry.
Where you're putting the black.
Yeah, it's dry. And then it melts into the wet like this. Yeah. See? And then of course, like I said, you want to put a few down below, it's up to you. You can still continue to do negative here, but make sure they're still wet, right? So that it actually bleeds into it and not to. Okay? There you go, and then you grab a little bit of salt. That's it. So then you got to there. That's where we are, right? So then when you're done, you wipe it off. Okay? I won't